What's good? What's good, everybody? We are doing all signs for you and your person, going from Aries right down to Pisces. Just gotta see where the camera's at before I get started. If it's gonna pop on. This hasn't popped. All right. So yeah, going from Aries right down to Pisces. See what's going on for you and your person. What's good, FG McCreds? What's good, man? Hey, Heather, Denise, Millie, J-Dub, Ash, Redsky Racers Readings, Firefox, Chubby, Feather. How's everybody doing? All right, going from Aries right down through to Pisces. What's good? Justice Rising, Korean Johnson, Carla, Andrea, Ash, Cupcakes. We are doing awesome. We are doing awesome. So, Aries. What do we have for Aries and their person? My readings don't resonate. I'm sorry. All right, what do we have for Aries and their person? Universe, spirits, and guides. What do we have for Aries and their person for the end of June? 3 shuffles. Well, overall energy for you, Aries, we have the Queen of Pentacles and the 7 of Wands. So I feel like you're taking a practical approach. I feel like there's a situation here, Aries, you're kind of losing interest in, to be quite frank. I don't really feel like you're in your emotions at all about the situation. This is you taking a practical approach to not be stupid, to stand up for yourself, to stand your ground on what you deserve. You're more so in a space. What's going on with the lighting? I don't know why it always switches on me. Maybe it's just me. But anyways, it's like you're in a space, Aries. It's like you may feel like, why does this person always switch up on me like this? You may feel like someone's always switching up on you. And it's like you're kind of over it. It's boring you. It's becoming boring. Like you're literally losing interest. Okay. You're very much focused on detaching from the situation and focusing on yourself. And again, if you are in a relationship, I'm not saying you're leaving the relationship, but you're definitely in a space this week where you're kind of focused on the day-to-day responsibilities. You're focused on keeping up the home, you know, keeping up with the money situation, but you kind of feel like your person this week is, you know, lacking common sense a little bit, or you feel like they're just giving you a lot of mixed signals. And I feel like the mixed signals that they're giving you are causing a lot of fear. Okay, or it's causing you to kind of make your judgment on the situation, regardless of if that's the accurate judgment. I'd be mindful of those Aries, because the judgment in reverse, whatever judgment you're putting on the situation, may not necessarily be accurate to the truth. But still, it almost feels like you're becoming a little bit tired of the situation this week. So you're kind of just focused on your money and taking a practical approach to, you know, the situation. You're not feeding into it, that's for sure. You're just feeding into your own desires, your own goals. If this person is being annoying, even if they're calling you names, or if they're trying to make you feel some type of way, if you're not in a relationship, it's just like if this person is in a space of putting a whole lot of mixed signals, you're in a space of not letting it impact you emotionally. Like even if they're trying to make you jealous, you're in a space of, that's not going to get to me. Okay, bud. Something like that. So it's like you're taking a practical approach to fears and judgments that you're making on a situation because of someone that's lacking common sense, or someone that's giving you a whole lot of mixed signals. And in the process, you're losing interest. So it kind of makes me feel like you're not overly interested to begin with, or it makes me feel like this is a pattern for this person. Okay. Whoever you're dealing with, Aries, well, this week, Aries, I do see this person trying to break the silence. You know, this is someone that is trying to break through even your detachment. They are sharing the truth about things that are making them feel insecure. This could be someone that's being very honest with you about financial insecurities they're going through. This could be someone that is, but the Nine of Pentacles in reverse can sometimes be someone that's overly focused on the wrong shit, you know? So they're overly focused on how you're coming off to people. They're overly focused on how they want to come off to people, or superficial aspects that they need to have to impress you to some degree. It's like, this kind of feels like someone that isn't in the space that you're in, okay? They're not in a space of, you know, being able to motivate themselves, or they're not, it kind of feels like someone that has a lot of insecurities in one way or another. And even if it's financial insecurities, it kind of feels like, it kind of feels like this person's pain or unhappiness is kind of karma for them with the Wheel of Fortune, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Like, maybe this person, like if it's a relationship, maybe this person needs to stop caring so much about stupid shit and stressing themselves out about, I need money for this, or more tattoos, or a boob job, or this. It's like, this is someone that may be overly invested on all the wrong shit if you're in a relationship. So yeah, of course they're unhappy, because they're not at peace. They're not content. They're not settled. They're constantly looking for more, either more from you or more resources for superficial shit to make them happy. And it is creating some karma for them. Wheel of Fortune can be karma. It goes around, comes around. That can be good. That can be bad. It can be other things too. But in this circumstance, I feel like it's more like what goes around comes around. So I do feel like this person may apologize to you. This kind of feels like, if it's a relationship, this is someone that is apologizing, but it's like, sorry, I was letting my insecurities get to me, or this has been stressing me, or that stresses me out. But it feels like whatever is stressing this person out is dumb. I'm just going to be 100% real. If this is not your reading, it's not your reading. But it kind of feels like whatever this person is apologizing for, or whatever they were stressed out about, is dumb. Okay? Like, it wasn't enough to treat you a certain way, or to make you feel, you know, this need to, like, protect yourself. Because the Seven of Wands was under the Queen of Pentacles. That's like feeling like, okay, I got to protect myself now, you know? So I don't know. If you're not in a relationship, this is someone that is breaking the silence. There's definitely an apology. Like, this is someone that is apologizing, or sharing their feelings in regards to maybe feeling like you got the wrong idea about them. Okay, like, sorry, I made a bad impression, or sorry, you got the wrong idea. But even, I do feel like this apology is truthful. It is very truthful for them. I feel like there's some type of karma happening for this person. There's some type of lesson. Because, like, even if it's a new person, this is someone that needs to learn to not pretend they have all this money when they start dating. You know what I mean? So maybe they were apologizing because they were, you know, they feel like they made a bad impression, but in the same sense, it's like karma. You know what I'm saying? High Priestess in reverse. Yeah, this is someone that, you know, there could have been some type of uncontrolled outburst, or there was some even sexual tension that created you to receive some type of superficial view, or this is someone that just didn't trust, or this is someone that may have, it kind of feels more like an uncontrolled outburst, or something came to the surface surrounding a superficial view. You know, especially if you're not in a relationship, and they are apologizing. So I'm not sure if that's going to do anything for you. How is Aries going to react? Page of Swords. I feel like you're open to talk. Okay, Page of Swords, Knight of Cups. You're open to talk, but I feel like, because there is emotion here, or you are romanced by this person, or you tend to be romanced by this person. You're open to talk, but you're also in a space of using your head when it comes to what this person's inspiration is with you. Okay? So I do feel like you're going to give this person enough room to talk and work it out long enough to know what this person's inspiration is with you. Even if you're in a long-term relationship, something is making you feel the need to be in that Page of Swords energy of using your head, you know, being careful what you say now, or being careful, or, you know, using your head when it comes to the reality. So I don't know, you're starting to feel like you're missing something, or this person is pulling the wool over your eyes. There is emotion though there still, okay? But you could be dealing with a Pisces, we have Capricorn. So there's definitely an attempted reconciliation, and I feel like you are going to be open for it. Okay. Thank you, May. I appreciate that. Hi, Rose. Love your channel. Sagittarius here. Who cares for a male Taurus? Who cares? Oh, I read it wrong. I was like, who cares for, okay. Who you care for a male Taurus? Wonder if we will get back together. I don't know. I personally don't answer super chat questions. You know what I'm saying? I don't answer super chat questions. So please don't do that. But let's pull a card for May. 8 of Wands in reverse. There's definitely going to be some distance. If there's block communication, I don't expect things to progress anytime soon. 2 of Wands. There's going to be a delay of communication because someone's on the fence in regards to whether they even want this. Okay, and someone needs to make a decision between 2 different paths, 2 people, whatever it may be. But there's definitely going to be a delay of communication. And whoever this is that's on the fence about who they want, what they want, I feel like they feel like the ball's in their court, so they feel justified in this delay. Okay, but I don't do super chat questions, don't that? Okay, so I used to, and then it just gets carried away and I can't keep up with it. All right, what do we have for Taurus? What do we have for Taurus? What do we have for Taurus and their person? But thank you, May. I didn't want to sound rude. I'm just being honest with you. But yeah, I appreciate that. What's good, Cloud9? Yes, we are gone to Taurus. One more. What do we have for Taurus and their person? 3 shuffles. Overall energy for you, Taurus, well, the Star and the 9 of Cups in reverse. So you're definitely in a space of recognizing that something didn't really go your way, and you may feel why, and now you feel like someone has insecurities towards you, and you may be feeling inspired to heal someone's insecurities they have in regards to this situation this week. Yeah, see, Taurus, you feel like someone is very withdrawn from you this week. You may even feel like this person revoked an offer, or they've just withdrawn, or you may also feel like they're in a bit of a mood. And I feel like you have a lot of empathy for this person when it comes to why they're in a mood, or why they have some sensitivities in regards to the situation. And again, I feel I would just be mindful, Taurus, of wishful thinking with the 9 of Cups in reverse and the Star. Like not in regards to love, or whether you love them or whether they love you, but in regards to how much you can heal someone that refuses to heal themselves. Okay, especially if it's already an existing relationship. So, but yeah, I would be mindful of wishful thinking. But I do feel like you're very adamant of working with someone or healing a situation, trying to fix something. And there seems to be room for that. So I do feel like there's going to be mutual communication this week. But you're definitely in a space of seeing someone as a good prospect for you. You know, you have a lot of deep love for this person, but you also feel this person has a tendency to not use their head, okay, when it comes to situations, or when it comes to their own moods, or when it comes to how they respond to their own moods, or things like that. And I feel like you do truly empathize or want to be there for this person. And you seem to be trying to do that this week. You're in a space of wanting to be there for someone, you know, and you do care. But yeah, just be mindful of that wishful thinking type of energy of trying to heal someone or be there for someone that, what's that saying? You can teach. I don't know. There's a saying that is revolved around that, but I don't know what it is. But you get what I'm saying. But anyways, whoever you're dealing with, Taurus, this is someone that, this may be someone that's also attempting to turn over a new leaf with you. Like, this is someone that is being super transparent with you when it comes to why they walked away, or why, you know, they're inconsistent, or why they're confused. You know, this kind of feels like someone that this feels like someone that has a conscience about something. What's the Seven of Swords in reverse? Three of Wands in reverse. Hold on a second. Just 1 second. I think the cat is trying to get in. Sorry about that. Sorry, my cat was trying to get in the house, and I knew he wouldn't have stopped. All right, so anyways, Taurus. So I feel like this person has some type of conscience about walking away, or they have a conscience about a failed attempt here. Okay, like this is kind of someone that is recognizing, okay, Taurus ain't coming back, or Taurus isn't trying to fix the situation, or Taurus isn't showing any interest, something like that. And I do feel like this person is attempting to bring some type of change by being super transparent in regards to why they walked away, or in regards to, the problem is Three of Swords. The problem is I don't feel like nothing's actually changed with this person. Like what's driving this person to try to make something work with you is principle, pride, you know, liking the way you make them feel. Maybe this person loves the attention you give them. The problem is we have this Three of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. I feel like this person is either holding on to something else or holding on to someone else. They're either holding on to something else or holding on to someone else. Or if this is someone you've been dealing with for a long time, this person has a lot of deep-rooted wounds that I feel causes them to justify some type of repetitive pattern. So as much as their pride and principle and the way you make them feel is causing them to make it want to work with you, I feel like whatever wound is here that is causing them to feel justified in, you know, bringing mixed signals into the situation or whatever it may be, that's still there. I don't even feel like this person is consciously aware of how that is influencing their love life. Or again, for some of you, this is someone that is just straight up holding on to a third party energy. Either way, you seem to be in a space of being open for this conversation. You seem to be in a space of, you know, having a lot of empathy for this person, and you're wanting to help heal this person, or just be completely overlooking and understanding. The problem is I don't care who you are, you can't heal this for this person. So, I mean, you can help them and be there and whatnot, but you yourself can't acknowledge it for them. So, or you yourself can't get them to let go of another person, for example, something like that. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius. That's all we have specifically, but it could be anyone. All right. What do we have for Gemini, universe, spirits, and guides? What do we have for Gemini and their person? 3 more. What do we have for Gemini and their person? Three shuffles. Overall energy for you, Gemini: Page of Swords in reverse, the Justice card, the Tower, 8 of Cups, the Fool, 9 of Swords, all right, Gemini, I don't know what's going on here. The Justice card, Tower, 8 of Cups. Page of Swords in reverse. What's weird about this whole energy, Gemini, is there's a shit ton of heavy shit. You know what I mean? Lots of stress or things to think about or anxiety or whatever it may be. And it's like you're approaching it like, huh, like, you know what I'm saying? Not even talking about it. So I don't know, Gemini, I feel like when it comes to you and this person, I feel like there's a lot of anxiety or negative thinking or stress you have when it comes to the situation. But it's like you're still communicating from a lighthearted place, or you're still in a space of, I don't know, Gemini, there's some type of major realization or cause and effect type of situation that has you very underwhelmed, or has you feeling like, okay, emotionally, this is not it, or it's disappointing you, or it's making you feel unloved, or it's making you feel like this person doesn't love you, like if it's a newer thing. And I feel like you're in a space of not really communicating, or not, I don't know why you're in it then, though, is my point. Because some of you are in a space of feeling quite optimistic that there's aspects that you don't have control of, or you feel like you're intimidated by the situation. Okay, I'm just going to be real with you, Gemini. For some of you, you're intimidated of this person, and it's almost like you're humoring them, is what this feels like. It feels like you're humoring someone because it gives you anxiety. I know that doesn't make any sense. Because I mean, why is that 9 of Swords there? Because I don't feel like you're thinking positive. Oh, the Sun. 7 of Wands in reverse. Well, honestly, some of you guys are just stressed. Some of you guys are just intimidated of this person. Some of you are in a space of like kind of humoring it, or kind of just not getting in the deep with this person. 7 of Wands in reverse is someone that isn't wholeheartedly confident about a situation, right? So they know when they get into it, anything could be thrown at them. You know what I'm saying? Like the 7 of Wands in reverse is someone that feels unprotected, or they feel optimistic that if they were to invest into it, they're not protected. Like something here, 7 of Wands in reverse is like, you know, I don't know, feeling feeling like you can't trust this wholeheartedly, feeling like you don't really know what you're getting into wholeheartedly. I mean, what's this Page of Wands? Three of Swords. High Priestess. See? It's like you're going through this like pain, or for those of you, if you dealt with this person a long time, it's like there's some type of betrayal or heartache you feel, but you're keeping it to yourself. You're being super discreet. And it's like when you're communicating with them, like you could feel some level of betrayal, but when you're communicating with them this week, Gemini, it's like you're just humoring them. You know what I mean? It's like you're keeping things light because you're intimidated by the situation, or you feel like there's aspects you don't have control of, something like that. But this person definitely makes you nervous for some reason, but I don't feel like it's in a good way. But you're still taking a leap of faith. So this person makes you nervous. You feel like it's really risky, okay? You feel like it's risky to communicate with this person, but you're doing it anyway. But they make you nervous. So again, it doesn't make any sense. What's this Page of Swords in reverse? What's Gemini not speaking out on? Ace of Wands. Three of Wands. Well, the Three of Wands, Gemini, is someone as a visionary. It's someone that can see a future with someone. So you may be motivated. You're motivated to rekindle this relationship or restart or have a new beginning with this person because you can see a potential. You're like envisioning what a future could look like. But the problem is the Three of Wands is someone that has expectations, okay? It's a card of expectations. The Two of Wands is someone that doesn't really know what to expect. They don't know what is off their island. They don't know what's out there, right? It's completely unknown. It requires them to get out of their comfort zone and go see. But the Three of Wands knows what's out there and he's waiting for it. So I feel like, Gemini, you're in a space this week with this person where you want to have a new beginning, or you want to, you know, or you want this, but there's a level of expectation you have. And that's whatever that expectation is, you're not really speaking out on because you're either intimidated or you're not sure what this person will say. And on top of that, you don't know if you should even be fighting for this relationship or the potential of. It's like there's a vulnerability here. You just know this makes me happy, but I feel like what makes you happy, Gemini, is your vision of what could be, but you have a level of expectation that whatever communication is going on, because I do see the two of you coming together, there is communication happening, but you're not you're not speaking out or expressing your expectation. It's like you're humoring the situation. Geminis can be really bad for that. You know what I'm saying? They're like, whatever, being the chameleon. That's why me as a Gemini, I have to be so direct from the get-go. I have to say it super direct from the get-go because I know I don't even have the energy to keep on. It's like, it's not like Geminis aren't like Aquariuses where it's consistent, slam you with it. Geminis are more like they'll say it, but whatever happens after that is like, come on, like you have to listen to a Gemini because they will say it, but you got to listen because they don't have the energy to maintain that level of assertiveness like say an Aquarius would. Libra is kind of bad for it too, but that's the point. So I feel like, yeah, you're kind of just humoring this person this week, Gemini. It's stressing you out because you don't know if this is stupid or not. You have a level of expectation and you're having a hard time communicating it, okay? So whoever you're dealing with, Gemini, I feel like this is someone that definitely has some subsiding. This is someone that has subsiding anxiety when it comes to the situation. And especially when it comes to whether you love them or not, or whether you respect them or not. Like this is someone that is wanting to come together, or maybe you already are in union, whatever the situation is. This is someone that is wanting to work on the situation with you. Four of Swords, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like this person is in a space where they are quite distant this week with you, Gemini. And I'll tell you why. It's because this person, they're in self-preservation mode, or this is someone that's in a space of feeling like you don't have the best motives with them. So this is someone that, even though they're there investing into the situation or motivated to have a partnership or motivated by the potential of, they're also in a space of protecting themselves from potential ill motives of you. Because the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the Four of Swords, that's someone that may feel like you just want them for money, you just want them for this, or if it's a newer thing, Gemini, this person may feel like you want a man or a woman that makes a lot of money. So they're in a space of kind of keeping their distance, but it's out of self-protection, essentially, or like it's kind of they're kind of questioning, can I give what Gemini wants? It's that type of energy. So they are quite distant, questioning your true motives. And I feel like this person authentically loves you or respects you, but I mean, what's all of this that they're becoming illuminated to? Well, I feel like this person has subsiding anxieties when it comes to their fears in the situation, okay? Moon in reverse, Eight of Swords in reverse together, that's like subsiding anxiety when it comes to fears. Strength in reverse. So let's just put it this way. This is someone that is regaining their composure, or they're getting it together a little bit when it comes to whatever fears they've had, but they're still not wholeheartedly emotionally available to the situation. They're definitely in a space of protecting themselves, or contemplating what your true motives are, whether it's money, whether it's, you know, maybe you just want a side piece, you know, something like that. Like they're questioning what your motives are. And even though they're there trying to either work on their reputation with you, or they're trying to work on this partnership in general, they don't really know what your motives are. We do have the Empress. So I don't know, Gemini, this person does want to support this. They want to support the whole situation. We have the Empress and the Emperor on the table. I don't know. It's stressing you out, though, for some reason. The two of you are in communication, though. The two of you are in communication. All right, so you could be dealing with a Leo. We have Pisces and strong Aries and Taurus. Could be any sign as far as strong Leo and strong Aries. Could be any sign as far as elements go. Yeah, us Geminis need communication, and that's why, like, I always tell people, like, that's why I cut people off so easily, because if you're a type of individual that I have to keep telling you and keep telling you and keep telling you what the truth is, or whatever, I have to cut you off. If I have to keep asserting my boundaries with you, or keep telling you just obvious shit I already got out of the way, I have to cut you off, because that's going to drain me, because I know I'm not going to be able to maintain constantly that constant assertiveness. You know what I mean? I naturally tend to blend in with people. You know what I'm saying? I can't constantly be in that fixed energy where, you know, like if something bothers me, for example, I'm going to say it, but I have to constantly say it. That's going to drain the shit out of me. And I'll just eventually just, you know, blend in, because, like, who has energy for that? But some signs are better at it than others. Gemini's not so much. So yeah, if that's the thing, and I think a lot of Geminis are like that. If I have to keep on telling you, like, common sense, or telling you something bothers me or whatever, I'm just going to cut you off because I know that I'm not going to be able to keep doing that. I don't want to keep having that same fight, or I don't want to keep having to tell you common sense. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. All right, Cancer. What do we have for Cancer and their person? What do we have for Cancer? 3 shuffles. And their person. Overall energy for you, Cancer, 7 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands. So I feel like you understand the value of something. Okay. 2 of Cups in reverse, 5 of Swords. I don't know. This kind of feels, Cancer. You see the value in something. But whatever, like, why is this 7 of Pentacles is the card of you reap what you sow, okay? But why is it 7 of Pentacles? That could be a good thing or a bad thing. Strength in reverse and the 10 of Wands. So Cancer, I feel like you understand the value of some type of investment, but you're having a hard time gaining the strength to take responsibility for that. Again, there's some type of reap what you sow energy. This could be something small, like maybe you, and it could be in regards to some type of family drama, or, you know, the 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords, there's some type of mess. That's a mess. There's a mess. Okay. And the 7 of Pentacles, I feel like you're in a space of wanting to invest into something, but you're also in a space of, you know, questioning, do you have the strength to clean up this mess? 10 of Wands. Do you have the strength to take responsibility, or do you have the strength to even invest into this at all? Especially if there's major differences or inner conflict that you have. Because I feel like you're already kind of brought down this week when it comes to a failed attempt at something. Or there's something weighing you down surrounding a failed attempt, or surrounding something not working out the way you had hoped. Okay, so now you're at odds, or you feel, I mean, the 5 of Swords can be straight up mental, you know, head fucking yourself. Okay, you feel like you're at odds with someone, or you're feeling some sense of disconnect with someone. And now you don't really know what to do about some type of mess that's been created. And again, this could be in regards to family drama, or just, you know, nonsense, or just maybe other people involved. Maybe you want this person, or they want you, but now there's a bunch of people involved. I feel, Cancer, I mean, you can reverse, especially masculine, feminine, whatever. There's some type of mess. Okay, that if you were to put in the work with this person, you're aware it's going to be messy, or something needs to be cleaned up, or something needs to be dealt with. So I feel this week you're more so in a space of going to the extremes, to not really be super transparent, because you're in your head in regards to if you can even deal with this mess. Like, for example, maybe you started dating someone else, right? Or maybe you're even in a relationship, like full on with someone else, and now you're becoming aware that maybe you don't get along with their family, you know, because the 5 of Wands can be like family infringement, or enmeshment, sorry, or things that are just causing a mess. There's something causing a mess. So you're in a space of, I don't know if I want to deal with this, so I'm just going to detach from the situation this week. You're not really expecting a whole lot, and you're kind of evaluating, you're pondering with the 7 of Pentacles. Is this something worth my investment? And the 5 of Swords is also someone that is like in need of direct communication. Like, they're in need of clear communication to relieve some type of mental conflict. You don't really feel like you're getting it this week. Like, some of you, this could be a disagreement straight up with a family member of yours or theirs, and you're in a space of questioning whether you want to even invest into this further. There's some type of mess. I do feel like whatever this mess is, you started it, or at least there was some type of investment. on your part. But now you're in a space of, I don't even know if I want to put in the work, something like that. I don't even know if I have the strength to do this. I don't know. Whoever you're dealing with, totally different energy. Page of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, the High Priestess. Well, for some of you, Cancer, this person could be being cautious with the Page of Pentacles about a third-party situation. Or this is someone that is taking a more practical or cautious approach. Maybe this is someone that's like, hey, want to go for a drink? Or this is someone that wants to be friends. Or they, you know, I feel like this person does have desires with you, but they're keeping them to themselves with the High Priestess. And this person may want to take you out for a drink this week. Or this feels very lightheaded. This feels very lighthearted, sorry. Maybe that's why you're having so much conflict, Cancer, because something's popping up. You're receiving some type of return, but now you're in a space of there's some type of mess now. Like I said, you could be snuggled on the couch with your boo, and the love of your life says, hey, let's go for a drink. That's the type of mess. Or that's toxic, I know. Okay, or you could be... Or some of you are just in a space of being in strong disagreement still with this person's family or with something, and this person is being completely aloof to it. I don't really feel like this person has anything to do with this just because of the energy they're in. It's like super lighthearted, super optimistic. Oh, well, for some of you, this is someone that has a strong desire to bring change into the situation. So maybe this is someone that is trying to have a reunion with you. So maybe it's not so new as much as it is, or this is someone that has come out of something very, very chaotic. Magician. This is someone that knows what they want, or they know, like this is someone that is definitely using their ability to make something happen with you. If it is a past energy, this is someone that sees you as a good prospect. I know this is ridiculous. And they're wanting to bring some type of massive change. Like this is someone that is keeping their desires hidden because they're wanting to bring some type of massive change. Thank you, Sonia Silver, Page of Cups. For some of you, this person could be apologizing, or this is someone that is, just expressing some level of admiration. Like they're using their ability to express some level of admiration for you. I mean, to be quite frank with you, but thank you, Sonia. I really appreciate that, girl. To be quite honest with you, Cancer, maybe that's why you have such mental conflict, because this person is coming in so lighthearted. Like, hey, let's go for a drink. Hey, this. I don't feel like you're aware that this person has went through some type of massive change, or I don't think you're aware that this person knows that there's been some type of chaos that has occurred. Like this is someone that's just in their power or using their ability to bring a light. This is someone that's trying to bring a lighthearted energy. And that's probably why you have so much mental conflict, because they're trying to be wise when it comes to the chaos or the shit. Okay. Even if it's their own shit, even if they went through some type of ending themselves, they're trying to not bring that into the situation. So maybe that's why you have mental conflict, because you feel like something's up, or if it's a past person coming back around, you may be feeling like, okay, well, I thought you hated me, or there could have been some type of lingering conflict with the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords. I don't know, Cancer. You are at a loss here about what the fuck to do. And you may feel like you can't trust this person. The Five of Swords feels like they can't be fully transparent. Like something else is making them feel threatened a little bit, or something is making them feel... like that's why they're so antsy for that direct communication, or they're needing clear communication. And for those of you where you or you do have a bit of a mess going on in your life that you feel like, damn, I don't know how I'm going to do this, or if I can do this. I forgot what I was going to say. Sorry, I lost it. I forgot what I was going to say. But you get the gist. So yeah, this person is trying to bring a really lighthearted energy into the situation. I mean, what is this person's intentions? Just for your own, what is this person's intentions? Two of Swords in reverse and the Hierophant. So this is someone that is making a decision to be the bigger person. So for some of you, if there was some type of conflict, their intentions are to be the bigger person. The Hierophant, yeah, it can talk about marriage. Maybe they do have intentions on marriage, but it can also, if it's not that deep for you yet, this is someone that just feels the need to be the bigger person. That's the Hierophant. Someone that is, you know, their intentions are just to be the bigger person, to heal the situation, Star, or to share something with you. Some of you, their intentions are marriage too. For some of you, they're just keeping things slow because they either feel like it's unrequited, or this is someone that is trying to be wise when it comes to your repressed emotions that you have toward them. So for those of you where this was a stalemate, this is someone that is trying to end the stale energy between the two of you. But you could be dealing with a Taurus. We have Scorpio, strong Scorpio, Aries, Pisces, Leo, strong Leo. And Virgo, Gemini, Magician. All right. What do we have for Leo? What's good, Ella? What do we have for Leo and their person? Three more. Three shuffles. What do we have for Leo and their person? Overall energy for you, Leo, Seven of Pentacles with the Ace of Wands. Okay. Two of Cups in reverse, Hermit in reverse. So I feel like this week, Leo, you're definitely in a space of being motivated to take a step back and ask yourself if you should keep on keeping on. Now, similar to Cancer, I kind of explained this to Cancer, but Seven of Pentacles can be like you reap what you sow. Some of you may be in a space of feeling like you're receiving some level of disrespect from someone, but you may also be in a space of feeling like you kind of deserve it. Okay, so I feel like, because I feel like the Eight of Cups in reverse is on your side. So you're taking emotional mature, or you're trying to be emotionally mature about why someone has deep-rooted issues or why someone has become withdrawn. Okay, this could be vice versa if you want, Audrey. But it's like you're definitely in a space of feeling a little bit nervous or feeling, it's like you're keeping your distance from the situation because you're aware that someone's just not in the mood, or you're aware that someone chose to disconnect, or I don't know. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles. Like you're in a space of like, do I want to keep on with this? It's like, yeah, I know this person's in a mood toward me because of this, but can we move past this? Seven of Pentacles with this Ten of Pentacles in reverse and the Queen of Swords. So you may feel like you're receiving a lot of coldness from your person because of money, you know, or if you're in a relationship, this is arguing around money, overspending, shared resources, shit like that. So you may feel like you're receiving a cold energy, and you may be in a space of feeling like you're reaping what you sown. I don't know, maybe you spent too much money, or you're not really doing your part. Obviously, it's not going to be for all of you, or there's something where you're questioning, do I want to invest into this any further? Is this something that is worth my effort? Even if I go above and beyond to meet this person's expectations or to, you know, take this person's advice, okay, will this work out? So I feel like you're on the fence in regards to whether you should invest into this further. But I feel like for the most part this week, you seem to be tending to this person's frustrations when it comes to money. You may be being a little bit more frugal, or if this is not a relationship, Leo, this is you feeling like you're reaping what you sown for something this person is saying. Like maybe this person is saying you are superficial, or maybe this person is saying, trying to assume you're not committal because of aspects that you put out that made you seem uncommittal. I don't know. It's like there's something where you understand this person is being quite cold towards you. You're sensing the disconnect. It's making you a little bit nervous for some reason. You're trying to be emotionally mature, but you've kind of entered this space where it's like you understand this person is hurt, but you're also not allowing them to treat you like shit. So you kind of, now you're kind of holding back a little bit, but trying to empathize for this person. So, I don't know. I hope that makes sense. So whoever you're dealing with, this is someone that is... with the temperance energy being here, the temperance can be an energy of acknowledging the contradictions within, a situation. Okay. And I feel like this is someone that is trying to restore the balance between the two of you, Leo. Maybe overcome some type of discord between the two of you. But first, they want to kind of acknowledge contradictions within the relationship between the two of you, or within you yourself, in regards to how you are not on the same page with them, in regards to how you may be making things worse, in regards to, it's like this is someone that sees something one set way. They may feel like, okay, I've got some type of perspective on the situation, and now they're in a space of trying to create some level of balance between the two of you, despite some type of difference in values. And now they're in question in regards to whether you can meet them at the waterfall. Okay. Can you meet them at the waterfall? Like, are you on the same page? Because from their perception, Leo, you're just constantly deflecting or gaslighting them, or, playing blame game or pointing the finger. From their perception, you're not on the same page, or you consistently make things worse, or you keep bringing other people into the picture that just make things worse, whatever that means for you. Lovers in reverse. This person isn't... I'm just going to give it to this person, Leo. This person is trying to create balance here between the two of you. They really are. But if you want this person to change for you and to see it your way, they're not. Because from their perception is they don't need to see it your way. We can work this through. Like, the temperance is like taking two different energies and making something beautiful. They feel like, no, I don't need to see it that way. That way is getting us stuck, or that way is stupid. Like, this person feels like, I understand. What is it? We listen and we don't judge. It's like this person is listening to you this week, but they're judging a little bit. Like, they're in a space of like, we can make this work, but they're not willing to, like I said, I don't know what you were, what is Leo wanting from this person? Six of Cups in reverse and the King of Cups. Well, what you're wanting from this person, you may want them to disconnect from a past situation. Some of you are wanting this person to disconnect from a friend, a family member. Obviously, for some of you, you're wanting this person to disconnect from something from their past, to unconditionally support to meet you at your desires. Some of you are straight up just wanting this person to apologize, or you're wanting this person to overlook a negative past. I feel like you want this person to overlook a negative past, like it didn't happen. I feel like you want this person to overlook a negative past like it didn't happen or something like that. Or you want this person to detach from someone that they truly do love, or, and when I say love, I mean like it could be a family member, a sibling, I don't know, something like that. So I don't know, this is someone that's in a space of like feeling like whatever it is that you want is not necessary. If you're looking for this person to apologize for something, they feel like I don't need to apologize. They feel like I did nothing wrong. I did no wrong. You may disagree, but that doesn't mean I need to apologize. Something like that. So I don't know. I feel like this person is having a hard time seeing the brighter half of this connection because of a difference in values. And as much as they're entering this week, Leo, trying to create something with you and make it work, they still feel like they're met with an energy of, okay, Leo's not on the same page, or Leo's just persistently wanting this, or persistently, or there's a third party, even something like that. So I don't know. What is your advice for Leo? 10 of Cups and the Empress wanted to show its face. If there's family involved, some of you may just need to like mature a little bit, or like step into, it's like Mother Maiden in the Crown, or Crone, sorry. It's like some of you may just need to step into a different energy. I don't know. Just give me a card of advice for Leo. Magician and the Fool in reverse. So the Magician is someone that has willpower. The Magician is someone that is objective focused. He has all these tools at his table and he doesn't let anything compromise on his objective. Okay, there's something here where you need to understand where your energy should be invested into, because where attention goes, energy flows, right? It's not love is bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Or it's not this or whatever. You need to understand where your energy is going into and whether it's foolish, okay? Or for some of you, if you straight up just don't have faith in the situation, you need to take accountability for that too, energetically. But I feel like for the most part, this is saying use, you know, be a little bit more focused energetically, or understand where you're, why you're doing what you're doing. What, you know, again, Magician is, they understand what influences them and they use it in their favor in this reality. You know, as someone that has the ability to embrace willpower and discipline and, you know, use intellect and not allow them to justify manipulating others or even manipulating themselves because of whatever. It's like there's something where you need to be more focused on what's important to you. And if this is something that isn't, I don't know, I feel like that's vague, but Magician, the Empress, again, some of you, there's children involved, so it's like there may be a need to be a little bit more focused. I don't know. Again, the Empress can be like to nurture the ground you stand on. Nurture the ground you stand on. And also be smart when it comes to where you're being childish or foolish. And again, the Empress, you may be entering a different era, you know, or needing to enter a different era. And I'm not saying being mature means you're boring, but I don't know how to explain that energy. The Emperor just showed his face too. I don't know. I don't know how to explain that. Be a little bit more intentional. You nurture, you know, where attention goes, energy flows type of thing. So use that carefully and don't give a fuck about anything else. Magician, again, willpower. Like the Magician, I keep wanting to focus on it, but the Magician is even recognizing, okay, this is making me angry or this is making me emotional. Oh, this is really fucking with my energy. And in an instant, you know exactly what to do, what tools to use to influence your energy so you can be back on track. Bam, bish. Okay, that's how we use our magic. So you need to understand what you're letting take your energy that's stupid and childish. And I say this with love, okay? We all deal with this, okay? We all deal with this. So, like, put your energy where it's growing, you know, it's reciprocated. And also, mind you, use your intellect when it comes to where your energy is not reciprocated. So if you're for real confident that it's not reciprocated or it's not something you can fix, then stop being foolish by investing into it. You know what I'm saying? So you could be dealing with a Virgo, Gemini, strong Virgo, Taurus, Aries, Gemini, strong Virgo and strong Gemini. Could be a Sagittarius too. Could be any sign as far as elements go. Yeah, the Magician is, oh my God, this makes me so angry. Or, oh my God, this makes me sad. Or, oh my God, this makes me sick to my stomach. Bam, bish. It's like, you know exactly what to do so you don't get wrapped up into that nonsense that's not going to do anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying negative feelings don't have their place, because they sure as hell do. But you need to understand how valuable that is. Like, you need to be able to recognize where that future is taking you. Like, if you wake up one morning and something really pisses you off and you sit in that energy without shifting it intentionally, that's just going to ruin your whole fucking day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we can't allow ourselves to be influenced that easily. So, I mean, maybe this person feels like you're letting yourself be influenced easily. I don't know, because that being your advice, I don't know. Let's see. Moving on to Virgo. Three more. What do we have for Virgo and their person? Three shuffles. What do we have for Virgo? And their person. Overall energy for you, Virgo. What's going on with you? 10 of Swords and the 7 of Swords in reverse. Well, you're definitely having a hard time coping with something. I don't know. The reality of something starting to creep up, or your conscience is starting to get at you. Some of you guys are surrendering to a situation too. 10 of Swords, 7 of Swords in reverse, the High Priestess. There may have been something you've been keeping to yourself, whether that's in a negative way or good way. For some of you, it's a good thing with the 4 of Wands on your side. There may have been something you've been keeping to yourself, okay, when it comes to how you authentically feel, whether you feel constantly taken advantage of, or whether you're just in a space of, you know, maybe you've been trying to, again, the 10 of Swords can talk about, you know, surrendering to a situation, which I don't normally read it as that, but this kind of feels like surrendering to your own desires in the situation, you know, and that desire may clash with another, because there's some type of conscience you have about laying this down the way it needs to be laid down. But you have some type of conscience. There is a desire to turn over a new leaf with the seven of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I feel like, ooh, Virgo, you're surrendering to love. Leo read was intense. Yeah, sorry about that. You're surrendering to love, Virgo. Look at you, fighting for what you deserve. Definitely following your heart. You know, I feel like for those of you in a relationship, you're in a space of having a hard time keeping your thoughts to yourself. It's kind of like you're laying it all down and you have a conscience. Like, some of you guys are just straight up standing up for yourself with the 7 of Wands. And it may come off as bitching, 10 of Swords. And your person may take it as that. I'm not going to get over here yet. Your person may take it as that, or you at least feel like they would take it as that. Okay? But I do feel like you're in a space of trying to create balance here. If you're in a relationship, you're trying to create balance within the home, but not without standing up for yourself, or not without being super honest about something. Okay? But for those of you not in a relationship, you're definitely in a space where you're following your heart. Like you're fighting for something here. You're trying to make opportunity to make peace with someone. Now, the Ten of Swords can feel like it's been a long battle of thinking negatively on a situation or anxiety of the situation. Like you're getting to a point where it's like ultimate deflation. Oh, I love you. Oh, I love you. That's what it feels like. It's like, I can't hold this in anymore. You know what I'm saying? But there is still something discreet about it. Or again, you just have a conscience about it. You have a conscience about your own desires in the situation. I don't know why. But you are trying to settle something out with someone or make peace with someone or create an opportunity to connect with someone. Knight of Cups, Five of Cups in reverse. I do feel like you are taking a rigid approach, okay? Your defenses are up. I don't know, for those of you where you had some type of stresses or negative past, it's like you're in a space of trying to not be petty. You're having a really hard time with this though, Virgo. You're having a really hard time with this. I don't know why. I don't know, it's just getting a little bit more on the Ten of Swords. Three of Swords. Well, for some of you, this person broke your heart, or there was some type of betrayal or third-party situation. You may be having a hard time giving into the situation because there's been some type of pain. Just give me one more on the Ten of Swords. Nine of Cups in reverse. So it kind of feels like you have some insecurities on an emotional level. There's something here that's tearing you apart. There's, again, I feel like for those of you where there was some type of betrayal, you're forgiving, you're making peace, but you're not forgetting. You still have that defense up with the Seven of Wands. But you can admit that you love this person or you have feelings for this person or something like that. You know, the Knight of Cups is, it's like following your heart. But some of you, I'm just going to be honest with you too. If this is a relationship, some of you are completely like on your knees. Okay, let's talk faster. Not on your knees, not like that. Some of you are kind of like falling on your knees when it comes to being honest with them about something that you're going through, but you know it's going to cause insecurities with this person, or you know it's going to cause, like, you're kind of expressing some type of pain that seems to be solo. So if you're in a relationship with someone, you're expressing something very openly because it's like you're trying to take the high road. But I feel like it had to get to this point where you couldn't even like pretend anymore to express it because you know it's going to hurt someone's feelings. So either way, you're following your heart this week. And I like it. You still have that defense up. Like I said, if there was betrayals, you've forgiven, but you haven't forgot. But you do want to make peace. Okay? So whoever you're dealing with, Virgo, well, there's definitely something unexpected here from this person's part. Like, wow, this is unexpected. They're quite burdened by it. King of Swords. Four of Swords in reverse. If this is someone from your past, Virgo, this is someone that's in a space of honestly, completely, they're unexpected. This is someone that is unexpectedly hearing from you. Okay, and they're being super diplomatic. This is someone that is in a space of not being completely transparent with, they're not being completely transparent in a way of why is that Four of Swords in reverse? I get weird. Justice in reverse. Like they're not being super transparent with their feelings or maybe what they deeply think about, but they are being very diplomatic with you, very honest in regards to something that maybe was unfair, you know, or something that was like this is someone that maybe being honest about, like I said, if there was some type of bullshit that went down between the two of you, it's like they're being honest about that. Okay, it's like they're taking responsibility. 10 of Wands, to heal a negative past. If you're in a relationship with this person, I'm just going to be honest with you, they don't really know how to take whatever you're saying. And I feel like they're trying to be fair. They're trying to listen. They're being super fair and diplomatic with you, but they are a little bit burnt out with something not working out in their favor. Like something not being in their favor. 6 of Swords. If you're in a relationship with this person, I feel like they're going to have a hard time knowing what to do with this newfound information. And they're probably likely just going to detach. If you're not in a relationship, I feel like this is someone that doesn't really know how to take this either. They're in a space of wanting to heal some type of negative past. They're trying to take responsibility and bring some level of honesty. But there's something so unexpected. It's like they do understand the value of you. This is someone that understands the value of you. King of Pentacles. If Virgo's in a relationship, how this person will feel? Because this person is completely numb now. I feel like this person is internalizing. So if you're in a relationship, how this information will make them feel. Empress reverse, 9 of Swords in reverse, the High Priestess. Well, they're internalizing whatever is going on. It's making them feel unsupported. It's making them feel like you don't support them. I don't know, maybe some of you guys are just, maybe this person is doing something, you just can't take it anymore and you just tell them off. And now this person feels, oh, you don't support me. Like this is someone that's internalizing something. But I would be very cautious of this, okay? Because the High Priestess has an abundance of knowledge. She's very intelligent. She knows, you know, the darkness very well, okay? But she's wise. She knows how to be wise through the darkness, okay? And I feel like but she can also be very manipulative in regards to, it's like masculine manipulation is a lot different than feminine manipulation, okay? So I feel like you're dealing with someone, and we all have both, but the point is I feel like you're dealing with someone that is using a deeper knowledge. Like, for example, how do I explain this? Like they're being overbearing, or they're expressing their feelings of neglect or something, or you don't support me. They know what they're doing, okay? That's the best way I can explain it. Like if you're dealing with someone in a relationship that has overbearing tendencies, or they tend to justify everything with you don't love me or you don't support me, they know better. Like this is someone that knows what they're doing, okay? So whatever you say, they're going to respond with, you know, like this is someone that is using their intuition to they know what they're doing. I don't know what that's about. I don't know. Let's see. What if they're not in a relationship with Virgo? How this is going to make them feel. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Magician in reverse. And the Queen of Pentacles. Well, 3 of Cups in reverse. Well, they're not prepared. Okay. Page of Pentacles. I don't know. If you're not in a relationship, Virgo, I feel like this person is not prepared. Like maybe you're surrendering and you're giving them all this love, or you're accepting a love offer or something like that. This person is in a space of like, they're not prepared. That's how they're going to react. I don't know. They wasn't planning on this. It's like, this is someone that they're not prepared. I feel like they're going to be very respectful, okay, or something like that. But I don't see this person. Like, I feel like this is someone that cherishes you. They respect you. But how they're going to react, they're not prepared. Seven of Cups. They're also a little bit confused. overwhelmed in a good way, bad way. Knight of Wands, yeah, overwhelmed in a good way. It's like you excite them. It's like you excite this person, but this person is not prepared for you. I don't know what that means, or they wasn't expecting you. Either way, Virgo, you're kind of getting something off your chest this week. Because it's like you're trying to create an element of peace. Oh, Lord have mercy. And again, if this is a relationship, I feel like this person is recognizing, like, they need, you know, like, this is, regardless, this is someone that is recognizing if they are going to have you, they're going to have to do the work. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of if they're in a relationship or not, they're recognizing if they're going to have you, they're going to have to do the work. And they're in a space of kind of taking a step back. Some of you are dealing with a Leo, because I feel like Leo had that energy. Doesn't have to be. But it's like this is someone that's taking a step back. And questioning either whether they want to put in the work, they're kind of being cold or detached, or this is someone that is a little bit confused, like a little bit overwhelmed. I don't know, Virgo. Like if it's someone from your past you're trying to make peace with, they wasn't expecting you. It's that type of energy, or they're not prepared for you and they don't know how to respond because of that, and it has them a bit nervous. But they do have the seven of Cups, Knight of Wands. Anyways, quick break. I just gotta go pee right quickly. Give me a second. Okay. Let me go pee. All right. I'm always quick. I'm always quick. I feel like actually women are quicker in the bathroom than men. When I go to the bathroom, I'm in and out. Like, no matter what. Like, men are in there for fucking eons. Same with when I go to the store, I'm in and out. I don't fucking stick around. I don't want to window shop. shopping has never been entertaining to me. Like, if I don't got money, I'm not shopping. Or if I just need specific things, like, I'm tunnel vision. I'm tunnel vision on that. I did quit smoking for 23 days, and then I relapsed, and then I quit again. And then I relapsed, and then I quit again for another 2 days, and now we're here. But I went 23 days, and ever since, I can't, I can't, honestly don't know how I'm gonna quit until, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to say. I tried, and I'm gonna keep trying. Just not right now. I shouldn't have stopped because it is what it is. Yeah, I've tried so many times. Smoking, I don't know, it's the one thing that I wish I could drop, but could be worse. Oh, I think I know what stresses me out. I just, you know what I'm saying? Quit for 2 weeks, first day of regional playoffs. But even without stress, smoking does make life, I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and baby it or justify it, but I could. I don't know. But I think when I went 23 days without quitting or without smoking, I don't know, I didn't really notice drastically. I was trying to notice little things. I don't know. I need to quit. I get that. The more I talk about quitting, the more I want a cigarette, if I'm going to be honest with you. I need to quit. But the problem is there's a huge difference, and I went long enough to see the comparison. There's a huge difference in my ability to function. Like, when I smoke, I can do fucking everything. I'm king of the world. Okay, I can do everything. I can get a workout in, clean the hose, do my videos. Like, even before I was on here, I was doing personals, like stuff like that. Like, I can do everything, and I'm just full function. When I'm not smoking, it feels like all my focus is going to not smoking. You know what I mean? And there's like, nothing is pumping me up. Like, smoking, I don't know how to say it. It feels like it like makes life tolerable, you know what I'm saying? I was using nicotine patches, and I must say they work. They definitely work, but it still doesn't rid the desire. It still doesn't rid the boredom. You know what I mean? Like, the thing with smoking is it's like a it's not even a stimulant. It's like, I don't know. It's kind of like keeps you on the wheel. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to explain it. I'm sure if you smoke, like, it just keeps you on the wheel. I don't know. Like, I feel when you don't smoke, it just feels like a dead energy. Like, there's nothing pumping you up. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It feels like there's so much dead energy. But see, when I was on the patch does work for sure. See, the thing is, what people need to understand is we're all very different and we all have very different lifestyles. My lifestyle, I need to stay stimulated, okay? I can't just be a zombie, you know what I'm saying? That's why I've said before, sometimes I wish, and I've actually tried to just have an autopilot type of job, you know what I mean? Because it's not as, like, even when I come on Fierce Tarot, I need to pump myself up, you know what I'm saying? Do you think I'm this talkative normally? Like, I need to pump myself up type of thing. Like, even just like day-to-day activities, like, it's just like I don't know how to explain it. Even vaping, people tell me to vape. Like, vapes aren't any better for you. But that's why I'm even more strict with myself, like when it comes to food and shit like that. Like, I eat super, super healthy. I go to the gym, or if I'm not at the gym, I'm working out at home. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm very active. You know what I mean? I think I would be anyway, but I think it helps balance it out. In my mind, I'm like, okay, I might smoke, but I don't drink pop. I don't do this. I might drink alcohol once every 2 months. You know what I mean? I eat healthy. I go to the gym. I'm aware of my energy. You know, your energy in itself, your energy, cortisol levels, if you want to talk scientifically, your cortisol levels are a huge break when it comes, like a breaker for your health. You know what I mean? So to me, when shit stresses me out, I don't just look at it as this is fucking up my day, but I look at it as it's going to mess with my health. It's going to make me sick. I know it's going to make me sick. So I do everything in my power to get out of that space. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be on your energy like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit is going to make you sick. It's going to make you ill. You need to be free inside. There needs to be no resistance. All your chakras need to be free. So whatever is blocking your solar plexus, whatever is creating shame or is creating you to feel powerless, all that shit is entangled. It all needs to be free. Your throat chakra needs to be free. You need to be able to speak your truth freely. Stuff like that. You know, your third, like, you need to your third eye, but you obviously need your crown chakra. I don't want to say you should always have that open, because no, that opens periodically when we go through shifts. Okay. And it's a process. You need to give yourself space. You need time. It might take a couple weeks, and it might take whatever. You need to shift. You need to be in a space where you're calm when your crown chakra is open. You know, your root, your principles, all of that shit. All of that shit needs to be in alignment. Your principles better add up to your life, or that shit's gonna fuck you up. That's gonna make you sick. All this shit is in alignment. Your sacral, it's all in alignment. You know what I'm saying? You need to be able to, I don't care how masculine of a woman you are or whatever, you need to be able to connect with your sacral, your creativity. All of that is so aligned. And I mean, we could even entangle this with just basic knowledge on energy and science when it comes to how your cortisol levels fuck your health up. Okay. Let's not call it spirituality because it's a theory, but it's all in alignment. So you need to be free. That's, to me, number one health. Cigarettes, yeah, I need to quit. If I'm going to be completely honest with you, cigarettes don't concern me in regards to my health. Thank you, Colleen. I really appreciate that. Cigarettes aren't as concerning for me health-wise as it is. The reason I want to quit smoking is because I hate that it has control over me. Like, I literally hate that. I don't like it. That's why I want to quit smoking. I'm not quitting smoking because I'm coughing a lot. I don't cough. I can run. I can run for a long time. You know what I mean? I'm healthy in that regard. And I'm sure there's something icky going on in there, probably. But I'm not quitting smoking or wanting to quit because of my health. I'm quitting because I don't like that it has control over me. I don't like that that makes me feel limited. I don't like that if I'm put in a position where I can't smoke, that's going to fuck up my energy. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. I should be free from that. because I'm someone that is takes my energy so fucking seriously. You know what I'm saying? And that may not make sense to some people, but I really do. All this shit needs to be free. I mean, even when my crown's open, I take that so seriously. And you'll know when your crown's open because you're gonna feel that heaviness. It's almost like birthing a baby. Okay? You're gonna feel that heaviness, and it's almost like opening new portals where there's so much that it weighs you down. It's almost like you don't even know what to address. You're not supposed to address anything. It's like you let it filter through you and you let it come out. What sticks? You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to explain that. You know if you know. But when your crown's open, that's heavy, and you have to take that seriously. But I'm just gonna move on. I could talk about that all day, for real, for real. I'm just gonna move on. Libra. A lot of people, well, there's healthy stress. You can be addicted to stress hormones in a healthy way. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's really just being the magician. Being the magician is being able to contradict any opposing energy. So sometimes people get addicted to a life of stress because they live a life of constantly fueling themselves in a way that I oppose this stress. It almost becomes an addiction that I have this conquered. I can conquer this. You know what I mean? So I think it's important to be able to contradict opposing energies, aka healthy stress. It's very important to be able to do that. And most people, a lot of high functioning, thriving, successful people, that's what they do. They are so disciplined, they can conquer anything that comes at them. They contradict it, and you'll never know what's going on with them because they're in a space of spiritual war at all times. You know what I'm saying? But that can also become unhealthy where, okay, now you're in a life of peace. What are you going to do? When you're in a life of peace, all you high functioning, thriving people, what are you going to do? When there's nothing you have to contradict, what are you going to do? And that's the challenge, right? So that's when we need to learn how to create healthy, more smaller, even on the energetic flow chart, there we have smaller waves and then we have bigger waves. People that are addicted to stress are constantly like that. And they may not be consciously aware they're addicted to stress. Okay. But yeah, you can definitely become addicted to that, but it's also beneficial. Okay. But I think maybe that's the point of life. Maybe when you now have successfully contradicted all the negative shit that's been opposed at you, now when you get to a place of peace, now you're not dealing with specific people or specific situations. Now you're dealing with the devil himself. You know what I'm saying? Now you're dealing with needing to conquer your own sloth energy. I mean, look at the 7 deadly sins. Okay. Are you Catholic or are you Christian? Okay. We got the 10 commandments. We got the 7 deadly sins. Even entangling the spiritual aspect of things, if you look at the 7 deadly sins, like sloth, for example, the sloth is a deadly sin. But on an energetic level, it's if you partake in that on a consistent basis, you're going to fuck yourself up. You know what I mean? If you can't do that shit you don't want to do, you're going to fuck yourself up. I mean, it's all entangled, all this religious shit and spirituality, you can all entangle it all. But the point is, when you get to a place, and this is something I've kind of been working through the past few years, is I recognize this about myself. I recognize when I'm at peace, I have a hard time functioning because I'm so used to like opposing stress. You know what I mean? That's how I know it sounds weird, but it's like life, you know what I'm saying? Regardless. So when you get to a life of peace, it's like, now what are you going to do? You're not prepared for it. Your body is now regulating itself on a slower level. It doesn't need to, but it's like now you need to look at aspects of yourself. Now you're, like I said, now you're not dealing with people, you're dealing with the devil himself. And it's a spiritual war. We're always in a spiritual war. And again, if you look at the 7 deadly sins or anything like that, if 7 deadly sins, all of that shit, if you partake in an excessive amount, you are out of magician. You're a magician reverse. You know what I mean? You're not in your power. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you can, because it's all entangled. You can't have one or the other. And sometimes you see people justifying certain aspects of life. We're not even going to go down that road. I could talk about this all day, but I'm going to stop. Libra. Sorry, I'm very passionate about that. Like, that's my life. That's my life. And I find it beautiful. And when you live in that way, in that aware way, you have a relationship with God. You know what I'm saying? All right, what do we have for Libra? What do we have for Libra and their person? 3 shuffles. What do we have for Libra and their person? Overall energy for you, Libra. King of Pentacles in reverse with the 8 of Cups. 4 of Cups in reverse. All right, Libra. Well, you are definitely seizing the moment this week with someone. 8 of Cups. Page of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know. I feel like you're seizing an opportunity with someone here. You're kind of insecure at going at it, though. Like, this is you being super direct to the point, not really getting too many emotions involved. You want to say something to this person. Some of you are insecure about missing an opportunity, or you're insecure that you have missed an opportunity. You're insecure that someone has already walked away. So it's like you're in a space of feeling like trusting your intuition when maybe this person is going to be overly cynical on you. Yeah, you may feel like this person is going to be overly critical on you, or you feel like this person is not really going to be open to fix the situation. So your energy moving into the situation is quite tense. Okay, it's not very lovey-dovey because I feel like you're trying to be cautious when it comes to what this person expects of you. It kind of feels like you're moving toward a person, Libra, that you know they're going to be saying this, that, or the third, or you know if you try to just love up on them, it's going to be a problem. So it kind of feels like you feel the need to speak some type of truth. Okay? You're in a space of desiring to speak some type of truth because you do want this, but you fear that you've missed an opportunity, or you will. Maybe you feel like this person has become distant. Okay? So whoever you're dealing with, Libra, I'm not going to lie with you, Libra. I do feel like this person is in a space of contemplation this week. They're in a space of being intrigued by you, or they're in a space of being on the fence in regards to whether this is something they want to invest into. Ultimately, Libra, 4 of Wands in reverse, 6 of Wands in reverse. This isn't someone that is being super open to the idea of whatever you got going on. Like, this is someone that is recognizing there's a sense of unhappiness they feel. And I feel like this person doesn't trust your intentions. This person feels like you have ill intentions toward them. Strength in reverse. 5 of Cups. I mean, give me a little bit more on that 2 of Wands. I don't see this person doing shit. They don't trust you. They think you have ill intentions toward them. Magician in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune. Well, I don't really see this person using their abilities, at least this week, to bring any type of change into the situation. I don't even see them really welcoming this too much. I don't even see any communication. I mean, give me a little bit more. Are they communicating? One more. 4 of Pentacles in reverse, 4 of Swords in reverse. This is someone that's likely going to ignore you. This person feels like you took some type of risk with them and they can't really get past whatever that is. Or if it's a long-term relationship, they're kind of becoming tired of overspending or something not being stable. I don't know. This person isn't, like I said, they're not really at peace with something here. Be more on the 6 of Wands in reverse. King of Wands in reverse. Page of Swords. Why does this person, Libra, feel like you're like a bit of a bully? Or why does this person feel, they may feel like you've publicly humiliated them and they're not really willing to look past that because they're feeling the need to use their head when it comes to this King of Wands in reverse. They feel like whatever attempt the two of you did have before was humiliating. And I mean, they are here with the Two of Wands still this week, but I don't see them. It makes them uncomfortable. Something about the situation makes them uncomfortable, and they're on the fence about it. Justice in reverse. I don't see this person doing shit. So you may give this person a whole lot of truth, and maybe you need to do that just for your own sake. Okay, just because something doesn't work out in our favor doesn't mean we just stop talking. People need to stop that. But it's like there is some type of truth. Whatever you're saying is true. But I don't really think it's working out too well this week. Okay? I don't see them giving it any attention, in fact. Because they're still angry about whatever happened in the past. They may give you a little anger. Yeah, this is someone that is more focused on themselves this week or their own desires. I don't see them doing anything. So, I mean, what is your advice for Libra here? The World. For some of you, you just need to give closure to this person. Your advice, some of you just need to get closure. Even for yourself, maybe you just need to say something for your own sake, to clear your own conscience, you know what I mean? I don't know. But if you need some type of closure, get it. But some of you may just need to, understand that something is done or should be done. So you could be dealing with a Libra or Leo. That's all we have specifically. Oh, we have Virgo and Gemini too. All right. Also Libra with the World, like some of you, like the World card as far as advice, that can talk about like maybe needing to pause for a moment, you know? Maybe needing to pause, maybe needing to make major life changes. Some of you need to make major life changes, whatever that means for you. All right, what do we have for Scorpio? What do we have for Scorpio and their person? What do we have for Scorpio and their person? 3 shuffles. Overall energy for you, Scorpio, the Fool and the 3 of Swords in reverse. Knight of Pentacles in reverse, 2 of Swords. 5 of Wands, Empress in reverse. More in the Fool. 9 of Pentacles. Okay. Hermit in reverse. So I don't know, Scorpio. I feel like you're kind of letting something be, healing from it. The Fool is clarified with the 9 of Pentacles and the Hermit in reverse. So I don't see you moving for this person. I feel like you're more so in a space of, just kind of prioritizing yourself. You're very withdrawn. You're withdrawn from family. You're withdrawn from this person. I don't know. To be quite honest with you, I don't feel like you care too much. Like this is like not caring that someone walked away. Okay. Some of you, this has been a stale energy, or you're recognizing that something is stale. Some of you are making head over heart decisions when it comes to some type of disagreement around overbearing tendencies, an overbearing mother, or just if there's something this week, let me tell you, Scorpio, that's making you feel neglected or unsupported, you are like, whatever. I'm not fighting with you, boo. I don't need to. I don't need to fight with you. I don't know, because I feel like Scorpio something, I feel like you've lost interest or you just simply don't care enough about a situation to give the situation consistent energy. And I feel like you're a bit in your head, but whatever you're a bit in your head about is just some type of disagreement, conflict, egos, you know, who's right, who's wrong. But even still, you're not really letting it get to you too much. I feel like the disagreement or conflict has potentially stirred up a little bit of paranoia or nervousness because you may feel like this person has overbearing tendencies, or you may feel, or it just caused you to feel the need to withdraw because you feel like there's an overbearing mother in the picture, something like that. But either way, you're in a space this week where you're not giving this person the time of day, really. And if you're recognizing they're neglectful, or you recognize that they're not really of support to your soul, or it just fucks your energy up, you're not even bugging for an apology. You're just leaving something be is what this feels like. And if they had walked away, I don't feel like you care. Not enough. So whoever you're dealing with, Scorpio, this is definitely someone that's having a very, 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 very difficult time coping with some type of ending. I don't like this energy. I see what you're saying. I see why you have slight paranoia or nervousness. Because look at that. King of Wands in reverse, Emperor in reverse. That's someone that's toxic as shit. That's someone that's rigid, controlling, very selfish as well. You know, this is someone with the Nine of Cups in reverse to the Ten of Swords. This is someone that uses their emotional bias to justify treating you any type of way. Like, because, like, this is someone that's like, if you walked away, right, or broke up with them, they feel that emotional bias has the right to make your life miserable. Because you hurt me, they feel like they can make your life miserable. That's the Emperor in reverse, King of Wands in reverse, Nine of Cups in reverse. I don't like that at all. Ace of Swords in reverse. Are they are they mental? Like, this is someone that has the intellectual ability of like a 10-year-old, okay? This is someone that, I don't want to be mean, but this is someone that is, I'm usually not this mean. So it must be a rough energy. If it's not your reading, don't take it. But this is someone that just is kind of dumb a little bit. Ace of Swords in reverse is someone that doesn't really know what the truth is. You know what I mean? They don't have any assertiveness within their own mind frame. They're just speaking on what you're doing. You know what I mean? They're reactive. This is someone that's more reactive than being in their own power. This is someone that's watching your socials, and you know, if you're dating other people, oh, they're gonna date other people now. You know what I mean? Or if you're doing this, that's the type of energy you're dealing with. And you're in a space of like feeling a little bit paranoid because it's like you're starting to question, like, I feel like you may be starting to question, is this person okay? You know, I don't want to sound mean, but that's like the energy. I don't like the Emperor or King of Wands in reverse, especially with the Nine of Cups in reverse, Ten of Swords. So I don't know, this person may say something to you, but it's going to be really dumb, okay? It's going to be really dumb. Like, I seen this, I seen that, something like that. Like, it's just going to be dumb. Like, are you supposed to care? I don't know. I feel like you're dealing with someone that thinks they're smarter than they are. I feel like you're dealing with someone, too, that tries to, like, learn things about you. You know what I mean? Or this is someone that they don't really know what the truth is, but they're trying to assume what the truth is, or they're trying to tell you how you feel or whatever. On a lower scale of things, if you're not dealing with like a controlling, narcissistic type of individual, on another side of things, this could be on a newer level. This is just someone that is trying to, you know, they're trying to get a reaction out of you. I feel like you sense that, okay, this is not going to align with me, or this isn't for me. I don't know. I don't know. Not Cancer. I wanted to say you could be dealing with Cancer. It doesn't have to be. But I feel like you're a little bit weighed down. Like, damn, like, get off my back. Like, that's the energy. Like, the only thing you're in your head about, damn. The only thing you're in your head about is this person's overbearing tendencies. Like it's a little bit creepy. So I feel like this person is going to try to communicate with you this week, but they're going to say something really dumb. As if it's their business type of thing. It's one of those types of energies. And they have very, very, very self-serving desires, you know, when it comes to getting a reaction out of you. But you could be dealing with you could be dealing with an Aries, Taurus. We have strong Aries or Virgo. Okay. Thank you, Missy. Could it be a coworker? Yeah, absolutely. If this is a coworker, Missy, this is someone that is kind of paying attention to you, you know, trying to learn more about you. Now, you got to realize, women, toxic men, what they'll do is they'll try to learn things about you and they'll try to implement that in their day-to-day life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, girls too. It's just the masculine energy. And they'll try to implement it in their life, right? And it's like they try to become you to some degree. And then they'll try to destroy you. That's really dramatic. But it's like, because they want to be you. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of energy, sorry. That's the type of energy that you're dealing with. You're dealing with that is, you know, trying to blend themselves in with you. They're trying to be you in some sense. Oh, sorry, I got off track. If this is a coworker, you're dealing with someone that may try to get your attention with some type of sob story. Okay, they're definitely paying attention to you. They're looking for a reaction. They're very insecure. I don't see them approaching you. They're just more so, they may say something because they think you're into it or something like that. Yeah, women got to be careful because men will do that. They'll try to get to know you and then they become you, because a lot of times they don't even consciously know that this is what they're doing, but it's because there's so much void within them. And women do it too. Majority of my audience is women. But anyways, they'll try to be them. You know what I mean? Like, it's like they try to conquer that. Like, I don't know, it's really weird. And if they can't conquer it, they'll try to destroy it. It's really dramatic. But women, if a man all of a sudden has a similar life to you, don't take it too seriously just yet. It's not that special. Just wait. You know what I mean? And how you can tell if you're in a really good relationship is ask yourself, because you should know who you are, the ones I'm talking to, you know what I'm saying? You should know who you are. How much of your inspiration is coming, like for example, as a soul, we naturally are very resourceful, okay? Children of God are naturally very resourceful. People of their own soul and core are very resourceful because they can access energy at any time. When you're dealing with someone that steals your energy, they can't access energy at any time, okay? When you're gone, they go crazy. You know what I mean? Because it's like you're a fuel of energy for them, you know? So, and you'll also be able to know because they don't really have any of their own, like an unhealthy relationship, your person won't have any of their own things going on with them. It's like they just do everything you do. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes people are similar, so let's not get it twisted. But sometimes, but you'll be able to know if that person is like sucking your energy is, do they have any of their own shit? Or do you have to keep being their cheerleader, all this shit? Do they have any of their own shit? You know what I mean? Or do they just take everything of yours? Or do they just always need you for inspiration? You know what I mean? Now it's not black and white, so that's just a general example. But this is that type of energy. It's very relative. Because some of you are dealing with baby daddies, shit like that. Now the good thing is I don't really feel like you're overly concerned. You're just more concerned with this person's overbearing tendencies. So you could be dealing with we have strong Aries and Taurus and Virgo. Yeah, it's really important because sometimes, especially if you are even on the autism scale or ADHD scale or stuff, sometimes you won't even notice it. Okay. Like you won't even notice it because people that can fuel themselves don't notice people taking advantage of them because they're constantly fueling themselves. You know what I'm saying? And all the little nuances of subtle difficulties, they just immediately fueling themselves, you know? But when someone is in your life that they don't, it's almost like they don't have any of their own shit. They can't just create like that. They're always looking to you. They're always looking to you. That's a fucking energy vampire right there. And I mean, they don't have their own chakras, you know, fulfilled anyways. They're all fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So that's really harsh, but it's the truth. You know what I mean? Don't let anybody make you feel like you owe them something. I mean, take a look at your relationship and ask what they do for you on an energetic level. You know what I mean? What do they do for your soul? All right, what do we have for Sagittarius? Yeah, and sometimes it's so hard because even me, I used to get in the habit of meeting friends and immediately I was trying to like help them or like inspire them to do this or inspire them to do that. But it's like, it's just like you're setting yourself up to be drained, you know? So it's really important to find people that like know where their spirit's at. You know what I'm saying? Like they know where they're at. Maybe the two of you can like, you know, help each other. And there's different aspects you have to kind of like build up on something on a soul level. But it's like you should be connecting with people that know where they're at, not looking for all the voids in this atmosphere. Think of it like a black hole. No matter how much you feed into a black hole, they're just going to keep taking because they don't know where that energy came from. They don't know how to get it. So when it's gone, it's like they go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like stop looking for people where you can just help them. And that's the way you connect. You can't do that. You can't do that because you're feeding into a black hole that years down the road, you're going to be hating yourself. You know what I'm saying? Find people that know where they're at in life. You know what I mean? They know where their power is at. They don't need anybody. You know what I mean? They don't have their mama doing every little thing for them. All right, what do we have for Sagittarius? Three shuffles. Overall energy for you, Sagittarius, Fool in reverse with the Four of Cups. I'd be careful about missing an opportunity this week by foolishness. Okay, that's good. Okay. What's that Fool in reverse? Six of Wands. Okay, so Sag, I feel like you're seizing an opportunity this week. Okay, there's some type of attempt being made. With the Fool in reverse, though, I don't feel like you have a whole lot of faith in the situation, or some of you are just acting from a place of principle or wanting attention than faith, okay? That's the best way I can explain it. You're moving towards someone this week, but it's to receive recognition or attention, or you're acting out of principle, not faith. I feel like it's more out of principle because we do have the Star and the Strength. So there's something here you're wanting to heal or conclude. This could be in regards to a coworker or some type of, or this could be some type of coworker relationship or some type of relationship that it just, it didn't work out. Okay, it didn't work out, or but I feel like you're holding space for this person. Like, this is you having compassion for maybe why this person is vindictive, or why this, whatever. It's like you're holding space for this person, you're showing compassion for this person. And again, you're acting out of principle, not faith. Like, it's kind of like what I think Libra was doing, where sometimes you just have to do something because it's just in your principle, you know, or it's just your integrity. So I feel like you're doing something out of principle, not faith. I don't even really know what your intentions are. I feel like for a lot of you, you're just wanting to, like, I mean, what's the strength? You're like wanting to conclude. King of Cups. I feel like you can emotionally understand or empathize with this person. Some of you are wanting to ask for forgiveness too. Some of you are gaining the strength to ask someone for forgiveness. Or you're gaining the strength to hold space for someone. Like, if it's a newer thing, like where maybe someone's being immature, or there's just some vindictiveness or something like that, you're in a space of, for whatever reason, having compassion or empathy, or you understand where this person is coming from, or, you know, or you're in a space where you're gaining the strength to apologize, you know. So it feels like you're trying to heal something, or you're at least giving someone room to heal it if they want to. You know what I mean? And if there is some vindictiveness or spitefulness, I feel like you're tolerating it because you understand. So it kind of makes me feel, Sag, like, you know, that this person is somewhat justified, or if it's a newer thing, you just understand. You just, for whatever reason, empathize for this person. It's like you, if that makes any sense. So yeah, you're being quite tolerant and open. You're leaving space for someone. I mean, ultimately, I do feel like you like the way this person makes you feel, but I feel like, give me one more in full reverse, but I ultimately feel like this is principle. No, you love this person. I feel like you truly respect this person or love this person, Sag. So you're, again, acting out of that, not faith. It kind of feels like you're investing into something that you don't have faith that it's really going to work out, but you do respect this person. Okay. So I like it. I like it. So whoever you're dealing with, Sagittarius, they've been waiting on this. This person has been waiting. They've been waiting on some type of clarity or communication, or, you know, give me a little bit more on the Three of Wands, Knight of Cups in reverse. Because this kind of feels like someone that is, you know, I feel like you're the one starting the communication, because we have the Four of Cups in reverse. So it's like the Four of Cups in reverse can be like having a new zest for life, or just feeling inspired to look at the positives of the situation. It can be like spontaneous, especially with the Fool in reverse. Four of Cups in reverse can be someone that misses opportunities because of spontaneousness or childlikeness, or just being foolish, Fool in reverse. So you could be trying to hold space for someone because you may feel like you were foolish. But I also feel like you're in a space this week where you have this new zest for life, where it's like you're more open for whatever reason. And I feel like this person is happy to hear from you. Like, this is someone that is happy, but they're also being very expressive about something that has them unsettled, or like this is someone that is happy to hear from you. Because let's just put it this way. This is someone that's been waiting on you because they're very well aware that they've been emotionally withdrawn. Like, this is someone that knows that they have withdrawn from the situation, or knows that they have at least emotionally withdrawn from the situation. They've emotionally withdrawn, and it's like they're hearing from you, but they're being very expressive about something that has them unhappy or unsettled, or about a lack of honesty or a lack of fairness. Something here. Like, something has this person's, like, obviously on a deeper level. Like, if you were in somewhat of a deep level with this person, this is someone that is expressing, being very expressive about a lack of honesty. I don't know, this person is feeling a little bit frustrated, and they're in a bit of a daring behavior towards you because they feel like they're getting mixed signals, or they feel like they're getting mixed signals from you. So it kind of feels like the whole situation, Sag, is a bit touchy for this person. They know that they emotionally withdrew, which is why they've kind of expected you to say something. It's like they know, or something like that. But I also feel like this person, as much as you make this person happy, I don't know, there's something that has them unsettled about, you know, something unfair or something not being just or something, or they may be just simply expressing, if it's a newer thing, Sag, this is someone that is just being honest about feeling like the connection wasn't equal. You know what I mean? Like you may be opening up to someone, leaving space for someone because this person has withdrew, and now they're being super expressive about, well, they withdrew because they thought you wasn't into them. It's like something like that. And they may be expressing the fact that they were motivated by getting mixed signals from you. And for whatever reason, you may empathize or understand why. So maybe you were, or you are going to be in a space this week where you're acting kind of weird. I don't know. But on a deeper level, if it's like a relationship, this is someone that is just expressing the lack of fairness within the relationship. They're definitely in a space of being emotionally withdrawn. The Death card. If this is a relationship, your person may just want it to be done, and they're being super expressive about that, or they're trying to keep things light though simultaneously. Like this is someone that is trying to keep things light for something really heavy, you know? Like this could be a divorce. Like they're trying to keep things light. If it's a newer energy, Sag, they're just, again, just being super honest about why they walked away. Like this is like, oh, I just thought you wasn't into me, you know, or something like that. So you may be leaving space for someone because you just really like them. Now, if this is someone that you're in a relationship with, I don't know, it kind of feels like this is someone that is being really optimistic or lighthearted. But it's like they're motivated to end the situation simultaneously. It's very odd. 7 of Wands. This is someone that's becoming defensive. Or it's like they're feeling the need to stand their ground on something. So even if they're in the relationship, it's like they put some type of defense up. So whatever's going on, you seem to understand, or you're trying to understand. I don't really understand this person's like language though. Like this is someone that is coming off really lighthearted or optimistic. Like maybe it's just like maybe it's just optimistically this is never going to work out. Like Sagittarius is never going to work out. I'm sick of the unfairness or whatever's going on between the two of you. And it's like their defenses are up and they're very motivated to end the situation. I don't know. You're giving this person space, you know. It's like you understand. So maybe you know you fucked up type of thing. But if it's a newer thing, I don't know. I feel like this person is a little bit awkward, or they become awkward over time because they feel like something is too inconsistent here, or they don't know if they can trust you, or they don't know if it's equal. And even though they're happy to talk to you, ultimately they're not fully welcoming the experience. It kind of reminds me of like when you date someone or you talk to someone and you're interested, and then time goes by and you try again and it's just not there. The spark's not there. So I don't know. It feels like coming together out of respect. I don't know. You're still showing respect for this person, or you're understanding, or you're gaining the strength to ask for forgiveness. If you are trying to specifically apologize, I don't really feel like I don't really feel like this person is going to accept your apology. Or, I mean, just clarify that Page of Cups in reverse. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And the Four of Swords. I feel like this person may, for those of you where you're like trying to apologize, I feel like this person is, you know, not overly motivated to invest into this, or this is someone that's just going no contact. Or if you are in a relationship, this is someone that's just in self-protection mode. Four of Swords. But something tainted, something has them no longer motivated, or something tainted the reputation of the situation. I don't know. Moving on. But you could be dealing with an Aries. We have Leo, Aquarius. Strong Leo tonight. For everybody, I feel. Strong Leo. So I don't know what's going on in the stars. But strong Leo, Scorpio, Libra. Could be any sign as far as elements go. All right, what do we have for Capricorn? Why does it say my laptop's going to die? Why? It's plugged in. Give me a break. Oh, it's not plugged in. Okay, it's not plugged in. Just 1 second. Okay. Fucking idiot. I am. All right. Okay, now it should be there. Now it's charging. Thank you, Missy girl. Capricorn's sun will not budge, and I'm over it. To be honest, I'd love for him and his girlfriend to break up. She's a horrible influence. Well, thank you, girl. I appreciate that. All the best. Send prayers your way. Whatever. I hope that the best will be worked out. All right, Capricorn. All right, what do we have for Capricorn and their person? Yeah, he is a grown man. That's absolutely right. Facts. He is a grown man. You don't need to be... You know what I mean? You shouldn't have to tell him what to do. He knows. Only thing that's going to teach him now, Missy, is consequences. That's it. That's it. That's all. Because he's grown. Nothing. No words are going to teach him. Consequences. That's it. All right. What do we have for Capricorn? Capricorn. As far as his girlfriend goes, he's getting something from it. You know what I mean? She may be toxic. I don't know. But she's getting something. Or he's getting something from it. So... maybe even something you don't even know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Let's see. What do we have for Capricorn and their person? One more. Three shuffles. What do we have for Capricorn and their person? Overall energy for you, Capricorn, the King of Cups and the Tower in reverse. Two of Pentacles. Well, Capricorn, I feel like you're definitely in a space of playing it safe. There is an opportunity presenting itself or has you intrigued, okay? It may require you to also get out of your comfort zone or make some type of progress forward in a new direction. I feel like you have a lot of feelings for someone, but I also feel more so you're trying to be emotionally mature about someone that's ultimately confused about what they want. So it kind of feels like you're receiving some type of communication or you're in communication with someone that you do authentically care about or love, but the King of Cups can, like, as much as you love this person or can understand, you're also in a space of trying to stay grounded in reality. You know, like someone may be saying, I want to be with you, or someone is communicating their hidden desires with you. But you're trying to trust your intuition when it comes to ultimately there's, you know, I mean, this could be you. It kind of feels like you are because you're showing up as a King of Cups. So it kind of feels like you are feeling the need to be the bigger person when it comes to understanding, but also needing to not be stupid, okay? And it's like you may be in a space of recognizing that there's some type of divided loyalties going on, or as much as someone may say they love you, there's also a need to like recognize this person is a bit confused, or they're trying to cater to too many things, you know? So I feel like this person does have you up in your head, don't get me wrong, but your output and the way you're filtering yourself is okay. Like it's like you see where this person is coming from, but you're kind of give me more on that King of Cups. I get more of a Fool in reverse. I don't see you going all in, that's for sure. Three of Wands. It's like you're waiting for more, or it's like you want more from this person. The Three of Wands is expectation. It's a card of expectation. It's, you know, envisioning what things should look like, having a future plan, but also having a level of expectation of what that plan looks like. Like there's something here you're expecting. And it's like you're not jumping all in until whatever that is comes along. So someone is communicating with you, but you're trying to trust your intuition when it comes to either this person is all over the place, or maybe you're all over the place. Maybe you're trying to be mature about you being all over the place, and you may have expectations on yourself when it comes to love, where it's like, I'm not ready for this. Some of you guys are just going to express like, I'm not ready for this. Like, I'm still trying to like balance out my finances, or, you know, get my shit in order, let alone trying to cater to you who seems to be, some of you Capricorn is like, I don't know, your person's side is a bit of a mess, I'll tell you that. Maybe that's why. It's like you're in a space of like, I'm just still trying to work my shit out. You know what I mean? Like I hear what you're saying, but I'm just going to keep to myself. You have expectations on the situation and you feel like they have not been met. And there's something that is weighing on your faith. And regardless of how much you love this person, you feel like, you know, even if it's a newer thing, you just feel like this person isn't ready for you, or you're not ready for it. So you do desire this person though. Now, whoever you're dealing with, Capricorn, this is someone that is not seeing eye to eye when it comes to, like this is someone that feels weighed down. This is someone that is having a lot of conflict about everything that is on their plate, everything that people are expecting of them. Like this is someone that feels like everything is on them. I feel like everything is on them. When it comes to you, Capricorn, this is someone that feels the burden of this connection, but they're also at odds with themselves when it comes to how to approach the situation, because they feel like the two of you are not seeing eye to eye with one another. For some of you, Capricorn, this is someone that still feels some level of, you know, disrespect. I mean, what's the Two of Cups in reverse? Yeah, King of Wands. This person may be mad at you. Capricorn, some of you, you have someone that's coming in mad. They're coming in hot, and you're in a space of like, I don't got time for this. Yeah, they're mad. Temperance in reverse. This person is mad. And this is someone that feels some level of disrespect, or there's something that they're not seeing eye to eye on. And it's like they want to talk. Like this person, they're still mad about it. And you're in a space of like, really, you're still mad? Or like you're in a space where you're like remaining level-headed or grounded. I mean, Judgment, Four of Wands in reverse. Capricorn, if you're in a relationship with this person is this is someone that's dealing with some type of conflicting feelings in regards to family. And that they're wanting family issues to be resolved, and you're over here like, I don't know if I can do that. You know what I mean? Like for a lot of you Capricorn, this person has some major, they have conflicting feelings. They either have conflicting feelings about family and they feel like you're not even willing to like talk to them about it, or they have conflicting feelings about other people in the picture and they feel like you're not willing to acknowledge it. Either way, Capricorn, this is someone that's feeling the burden of this connection strongly, but they also feel some either major disrespect, or they feel like you must not love them. You know what I mean? If you have zero concern for something, like that's how they feel. And this person is mad. They want to fight, like, or they're in a very argumentative space, or they're in a space of not backing down. This is someone that is trying to direct things to go a certain course, you know, or they're trying to direct things, you know, to like this person may feel like there's always competition with you, or there's always other people in the picture with you, or there's always something with you, and they're not backing down when it comes to their stance on that. And I don't see this person necessarily competing for you, but they are in a space of feeling very unsettled with their awareness on some type of overindulgent player-like behavior or overindulgent arrogant type of behavior when it comes to dealing with issues within the family. And they're likely going to stand up to you this week. And it's coming from a place of passion. It's coming from a place of anger, jealousy, or feeling like something has got out of hand, because they're weighed down by this greatly and they feel like they're the only ones that care. And you're over here where I feel like you may ask for forgiveness, but you're also still in a space of like still, like for example, if this person wants you to cut something off, you're in a space of trying to be grounded, but you're also in a space of still catering to whatever was entailed in that subject of gossip. Like you're still doing something. And maybe you should. Okay, I'm not saying you shouldn't just because they disagree, but they still disagree. Okay, you're in a space of like, okay, well, I got to do this first. I got to do that first. Capricorns can be so like they're not operating based off their heart sometimes. They're operating based off, okay, well, this needs to be checked. This needs to be checked. Just wait. It's like supervisor, CEO. Not even CEO, like supervisor type of energy. That's Capricorn energy right there. And I feel like at least that's the energy you're in this week, where it's like you're in a space of being happy to hear from this person or being open to this conversation, but also still, like some of you guys are acting like, okay, like, all right, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, or okay, I'll deal with this, but there's still something you're doing in private. You know what I mean? So I don't know what to say, Capricorn. Your person is heated. Like if you have been making this person feel like they're always competing for you, or there's always someone else in the picture, or they're just so fed up with it. They're fed up with some type of conflict or family shit. And I feel like you're trying to consider this person's subject of gossip or what they're talking about, but you're also still keeping something to yourself. There's some type of secret. It's like you're keeping something to yourself. Or it's like you're still doing what they don't want you to do. Something like that. So, but from your perception, it's just like, it's just on the to-do list. This is what I'm doing. And And on top of that, you still are having some level of expectation on this person. So I feel like, let's just put it this way, Capricorn, this person is not meeting your expectations until something is dealt with. And I feel like you're over here, well, I'm not jumping in until you meet my expectation. So you both are kind of at odds with one another. You're handling it a little bit better, but they're coming with pure wrath, with passion, with pure disagreement. Mm-hmm. All right, so this person is definitely trying to direct the course of something, and it's like, bitch, I'm a Capricorn. They're trying to direct the course of something. So you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. We have Pisces, Aries. Yeah, expect this person to come in hot and heated. Like, this is like funny too. Some of you, it's like this person's coming in hot and heated. And there's like, okay, the two of you bang. Okay, the two of you have sex, like legitimately. And then they're back to being mad again. Something like that. Like for some of you, like you make this person weak sexually, but it's like the anger or something is continuous. What signs do we have? You could be dealing with a Sagittarius or Pisces or Aries. Coochie healing. And do not budge. What do we have for Aquarius? One more. What do we have for Aquarius and their person? 3 shuffles. What do we have for Aquarius and their person? Overall energy for you, Aquarius, 2 of Swords and the High Priestess. Well, I feel like you're kind of trusting your instincts on something. Fool in reverse. I feel like you're in your head. You're in a okay, you're in your head, trusting your instincts. Well, a lot of you guys are trusting your intuition when it comes to a major the 2 of Swords, yeah, head over heart decision, but it's more about trusting your intuition. It's like they're torn between a rock and a hard place, making it's a tough decision. The 2 of Swords is a very tough decision. Okay, and I feel like there's something here you're trying to take a practical approach toward when it comes to a tough decision, which likely has to do with some type of ending. 10 of Pentacles in reverse, 10 of Swords. There's something here you just don't have the faith in anymore, Aquarius. Or you just, even if you're not in a relationship, like you're just feeling the need to make a head over heart decision in regards to a stalemate type of energy. Thank you, Missy. Again, girl, I really appreciate that. Thanks for the spot on read tonight, Rose. No problem, and good luck with your son. But yeah, consequences. Man, when they're grown, shut that shit down. I sure as hell won't be baby. I promise you, I won't be babying my boys when they're older. Like, I'll be there to help them. You know what I mean? But I'm sure as hell not going to go there and justify shitty behavior. Absolutely not. When you're a boy, mama changes you a little bit. 100. It does, for sure. But anyway. So, sorry, Aquarius. So whoever you're, let me back up a minute. So Aquarius, I feel like there's something here you just no longer have the faith in. You're kind of feeling like you're coming to the end of the road. You're sick of feeling either taken for granted, or even if you're not with this person, you're sick of feeling like this person takes advantage of your existence. Okay, it's like you don't feel it's causing too much pain. And you're definitely in a space of avoiding further damage. Okay, so again, that's where the practicality comes in. You're in a space of recognizing, okay, this likely isn't going to work out. I'm coming to the end of the road. It's making me tired. So you're kind of taking a step back with that Knight of Pentacles and taking a practical approach to a decision that you are on the verge of making. But something is feeling like it's very superficial, or you're just, if it's someone you're not in a relationship with, you're just sick of feeling the need to bend over to tend to this person's superficial view on you. Like maybe you feel like this person has a superficial view on you and you're sick of proving them wrong, something like that. But yeah, you don't really have faith in this. You're done. Absolutely done. I feel like it's not easy for you though. Like some signs that popped up tonight, this is very, very hard. Ten of Swords. This is something you're struggling with deeply on a mental level. It's that type of thing that it's like you're having a hard time functioning. That's Ten of Swords. Like this is a very tough decision that you can't shake and it's weighing you down. Oh, what am I doing? I was going to look at the bottom. Yeah, you may take a practical approach when it comes to aspects in your life that are limiting you right now or is causing you or whatever. Or if you're not with this person, you're just in a space of just taking a practical approach by withdrawing your energy. You know what I mean? Not causing further damage to yourself or your own whatever. And you're just leaving something be if you're not with them. I mean, just give me a little bit more on that Two of Swords. Well, Queen of Swords in reverse and the Five of Wands. I feel like you're lacking tolerance, okay? You're lacking tolerance for the arguing, the disagreements, the competitiveness. And even if you're not with this person, you're in a space of feeling like they're always trying to make you jealous or something. And it's like you have no tolerance for it, you know, or something like that. Like you're lacking tolerance. I feel like you're in your head too in regards to what this lack of tolerance means. You know, you may be in a space, especially if it's a long-term relationship, you may be in a space of like, is this something I need to work on? Like something like that? Or is this something that I should just cut out? Like, because that's kind of what's keeping you stuck. You're not 100% sure on what is the right thing to do here. But you sure as hell know that you're lacking tolerance for some type of disagreement, arguing, or argumentiveness, jealousy even. Maybe some of you have someone that's always jealous and you're just lacking tolerance for that. And you're sick of trying to prove to this person something and it's like just tiring. I don't know. But either way, it's like you're coming to the end of the road, about to make some type of decision. Now, whoever you're dealing with, Aquarius, this is shitty energy over here. Justice reversed, Nine of Swords reversed, Seven of Pentacles reversed, and the Page of Cups in reverse. This is someone that not only are they not giving equal give and take, but they don't even care. They're not even stressed about it. Like this is someone that's not even stressed about the lack of investment. Like this is someone that is not, there could have been some type of poor financial investment too. They're not stressed about it. Eight of Wands in reverse, Five of Swords in reverse. This kind of feels like someone at the moment you don't agree, they more so kind of just distance themselves. Like if you're in a relationship with this person, this is someone that's choosing to distance themselves if you disagree with whatever's going on. Like this is someone that is Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This is someone that tends to either not finish what they start, or there's just a lot of like if you're looking for honesty from this person or fairness or equalness, I don't see them giving it to you this week. All they're going to do is say, oh, well, Aquarius is in a mood. Page of Cups in reverse. Oh, Aquarius broke promise with me. Or Aquarius is just being vindictive, you know, or Aquarius is doing this. Maybe you're simply trying to move on with your life and they just think everything is about them. Like you're just being vindictive. And it's like ultimately they are keeping their distance to avoid conflict. But it's really because they have nothing to stand on. You know what I'm saying? They have nothing to stand on. This person may try to end some type of conflict with you with, you know, being transparent about something that hurt their feelings. You know what I'm saying? But with the Page of Cups in reverse, I likely doubt it was anything serious. Like, this could be someone that says, I don't know, you get the drift. It's just, I feel like this is someone that's in a space of feeling. Now, even if there was some type of betrayal that you did years ago, I feel like they're still on that. Like, they still use that. Hmm. And if you're looking for this person to not, if you're looking for this person to take accountability in regards to why you broke a promise or why you're not investing, they're not. I don't feel like this person is taking accountability for why you're no longer investing into the situation. They're just simply keeping their distance to avoid conflict and assuming, oh, Aquarius was just trying to break my heart on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Or something. It's like something like that. We do have the Torn about the Hierophant, Magician in reverse, Ace of Cups. For some of you, this person feels heartbroken because there could have been a marriage and they feel like they wasted their time or resources. Some of you, there's an affair in the picture for this person. I don't know. There is pain here. Don't get me wrong. This person is authentically feeling hurt. I just don't feel like this person is taking accountability for how they played into that. Like, I don't feel like they're giving you reasonable, even if you did do something dirty, like, I don't feel like they're being reasonable or something like that. Now, obviously, crosswatchers are going to say, oh, Aquarius is this. Like, it's all different, but they're not giving you much wiggle room. Even if you did do something really fucking dirty 5 years ago, you can't, like, you have to tell someone, like, if you can't let it go, just leave me. You can't do that. Like, yeah, there's a period where it's like you have to build trust, but it's like at a certain point, like, depending on what happened, you can't let someone just hold that over your head for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't know. So regardless, you could be dealing with a Libra. But yeah, I feel like you're just kind of done with it. Lacking tolerance. You may be a bit irritable toward the situation. And you feel like there's no point in even having faith enough to have a conversation because you feel like this person is just going to play victim. You know what I mean? Or you feel like this person is just going to bitch at you or whatever. Like, if you're always a bitch every time your partner tries to talk to you, like, expect them to start lying to you. You know what I'm saying? Or expect them to not talk to you at all. You know what I mean? You have to be somewhat tolerant to shit that opposes your view or what the fuck are we doing? You know what I mean? So you could be dealing with a Libra. We have Aries, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Gemini. Could be any sign as far as elements go. But I don't see your person taking it that well. Or again, they're not really going to be overly fair or... I don't know what to tell you. All right. Pisces. What is going on there? All right, what do we have for Pisces? Pisces. And in the Aquarius read, I don't want to like downgrade pains, but it's like sometimes if it's that painful, just leave them. If something is that painful, if your partner does something that painful, just leave them. I know it's easier said than done because you're trauma bonded in ways that you can't even bring yourself aware to, and it's a fucking learning process. But you kind of have to at least mentally know, is this something you can live with or not? But yeah, you can definitely be trauma bonded in this. regardless. But it's not something you can't break. Like, you can break it. Okay, that's my point. What do we have for Pisces? Three shuffles. What do we have for Pisces and their person? Overall energy for you, man, we're getting a lot of communication tonight. More about closure. But overall for you, Pisces, Knight of Swords, King of Cups. Well, you're definitely kind of, again, we're getting a lot of this energy tonight of people wanting to bring closure to situations and heal the past and things like that, you know, for a few signs anyways. But it's like you're in a space, Pisces, where you are definitely, See, the thing is here, Pisces, I feel like you do have a lot of regrets. And you don't really have a whole big plan of how you're going to acknowledge those regrets when it comes to you and this person. There's some type of past energy that is causing you to have a hard time grounding yourself or is making you feel like you don't have a backup plan. Like some of you are literally going to express to someone, I don't have a backup plan, or I don't have a contingency plan. Like some of you guys are literally going to express someone that you don't have control over whatever it is that they're sad about. Or whatever it is, like you may straight up just say, I don't have control over this. I don't have a backup plan. So you're kind of being super direct with someone this week, saying, I don't have a backup plan. And I mean, there is regret here. There is sadness. Give me a little bit more on the Knight of Swords. Ace of Cups. There's love on the table. Five of Swords in reverse. Well, it seems to be like you're moving towards some type of love opportunity. This could be something that derived from an affair. It doesn't have to be. With the Ace of Cups, with the Five of Swords in reverse, it kind of feels like there was some type of tension that arose, or there was something is making you feel, Pisces, like you're defeated by a circumstance, or you're defeated by something that you feel like you don't have control in. Like something you don't have control of is creating you to feel stuck or limited in this situation. Okay, some of you guys, it's just a matter of dealing with wounds associated with the past, okay? Like, for example, if it's a long-term relationship, you may feel like you're going through something that has nothing to do with this person. And you may be a little bit tense when it comes to your communication. But at the same time, it's like you're leaving room to feel this way. I don't know. But you're definitely being very direct with someone that you love. Being super transparent. Some of you guys are just getting to the point of something that's been causing a lot of mental conflict. You're getting to the point about something that's been causing a lot of mental conflict. But yeah, being super direct. Like, I don't have a backup plan. And you may feel like someone is constantly like looking at the negatives of something, but it's like you're trying to get to the point like this is what I have to do right now. Like, or this is what I have to do. Like, there's literally no other choice, something like that. So whatever that means, I don't know what that's about. But whoever you're dealing with, Pisces, see, this person is in a space of honestly trying to be reasonable. This is someone, so I don't know this person may be the one initiating communication. It could be you though. But this is someone that's in a very receptive space to talk. They are feeling like it's like this is someone that is very clear-minded on insecurities that you have, that they feel have you feeling imprisoned. Like, Pisces, this is someone that feels like your insecurities are imprisoning you. This person feels like you're overthinking something. This is someone that's going to give you advice and be very fair, be very understanding, be very tolerant even. This is someone that is trying to get you to see something that they feel like is limiting you. Like they feel like you are imprisoning yourself in some type of perception on you or a situation that you don't need to be in. Okay. So yeah, they're definitely giving you some type of advice, Pisces, that they feel like you don't need to be, like you may be saying you don't have control. This person doesn't feel that way. So I don't know what that's about. It could be some type of codependent thing, but they're definitely being direct with you. They feel like you're avoiding issues. Or they feel like it's a poor investment to further avoid some type of issue. I'm not saying the issue is with you. I don't know what's going on, but it's like they are giving you very clear advice that Pisces, you're your own worst enemy right now. So I don't know what you got, I don't know what you're going to do. But this person does seem to be trying to give you some advice, rational rational advice too. Like I feel like this person does see right through your situation, Pisces. Whether you believe it or not, you may feel frustrated because like you don't understand. They do see. They feel like there's something here you're not learning. I don't know. I don't want to sound like this person is coming in to be right critical, but they do feel like you have a tendency, there's some type of repetitive pattern to not finish what you start or to not take accountability for your own poor investments or even a lack of investment. Maybe they feel like there's a lack of investment. If you're in a relationship with this person already, this is someone that is just trying to have a calm, cool, rational conversation with you, expressing that you're causing your own shit. You're in your head. Like, stop stressing. Like, this is someone that's trying to be the rational one. So I don't know what you're stressing about. Or you're imprisoning yourself by not finishing what you start or something like that. But yeah, this kind of feels like someone that's coming in and you may feel like they don't see what's going on. They know. And they're giving you advice. They're being very direct with you. I don't even know if this person, I mean, what is this person's feelings for Pisces? Queen of Cups in reverse and the Devil in reverse. They may feel like there's a little, like they may feel like they have to close off to this. They feel like there's something toxic. They feel like they have to close off. Devil in reverse, Three of Swords, Queen of Cups in reverse. This is someone that is feeling emotional in the act of detaching. Like this is someone that feels like they have to detach from you. They don't want to detach from you, but they also feel like there's something very toxic here. So I don't know what's going on, but they do feel like there's something toxic, whether that's just a third party or whether that's addictions, whatever's going on. They do have a lot of love, but they feel like they have to close off because now they're becoming emotionally influenced. Now they're becoming triggered, now they're becoming hurt even further because something is not being dealt with. So they feel like they need to detach. So I hope that makes sense. But you could be dealing with an Aries. We also have Libra and Capricorn. Could be any sign as far as elements go. Okay. So that's a wrap, guys. I'm going to get out of here. I hope you guys have a great night and all the best. Bye.